All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you all are having a good morning. We had another request come in, and this one was to react to an uncut hoops video. This one's called LeBron Gets Caught Lying About Kyrie Irving. And some things I learned recently, thanks to your guys' awesome comments, was that LeBron apparently tried to get rid of Kyrie for two people. One, Chris Paul, and two, Paul George. I was not aware of this. I always thought Kyrie was just preemptive striking, and he knew LeBron was going to abandon them like he does with every team once they lose. And I thought he was just like, well, I'm going to get out of here before I get stuck, stuck in Cleveland with the aftermath, with the ashes. But apparently I might have been wrong. It might have been in reaction to LeBron trying to get rid of him. So anyways, I think that might be what this video is covering. I hope so. If not, this intro is going to be stupid. But as always, I'm going to link the original video in the description down below if you want to watch it without me. Everybody else, if you'd leave this video a like, let's get the truth out there. Here we go.
When it comes to LeBron James JJ Redick podcast, for really the past month and a half, it's been non-stop false narratives, revisionist history, and just constant BS and lies.
100%.
And their latest episode, they discuss Kyrie Irving.
I'm playing like so fucking happy and so proud and to watch him and continue his growth or whatever the case may be. And at the same time, I'm so mad at the same time that I am not his running mate anymore.
Yeah, you cursed him with that comment, by the way. Thanks.
So I'm like, I just remember those times.
So LeBron right there giving Kyrie his praise and his props, as he should. And at the very end right there, LeBron James, he said, quote, I remember those times.
Yeah, even a comment like that, he can't even give Kyrie praise without making it about himself. So now the media stir is, LeBron saying he misses playing with you. I loved that they brought this up to Kyrie, and then Kyrie's reaction was as simple as, oh man, yeah, that's LeBron James. He definitely knows how to create a media storm out of thin air, and he just laughed it off, But it's true. That's it. He's a drama queen.
Now, funny you mention that, LeBron James, because those times, they were ended because of you. And some might say, well, what are you talking about? Kyrie's the one who demanded a trade, and the one who left Cleveland and went to Boston. Well, my young grasshopper, you have much learning to do.
Let's
As the
do it.
2017
Let's do
offseason went much deeper than that one singular trade demand. As going back to the 2016 finals, after that finals and that championship.
There it is. Man, I missed this. LeBron James wanted the Cavs to trade Kyrie for Chris Paul after 2016. Damn.
Kyrie Irving back then was in trade rumors for LeBron's buddy, Chris Paul.
That Kyrie found out that after they won the championship, LeBron wanted Kyrie traded for Chris Paul.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, right? Wanted him traded. And it cut him deep, and there's no trust.
Now,
how could you after that? How could LeBron do that? Like, Kyrie just saved you in the finals. Literally just saved you. And then you want to get rid of him for Chris Paul? How is that right? What, just because Kyrie didn't exactly play in the LeBron system and he kind of did his own thing very successfully? That's the only reason I can think of. Or was he getting too much attention and LeBron didn't like that? Shoot.
It's still not clear if Kyrie in 2016 knew he was in trade rumors for Chris Paul post-championship. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. As LeBron James trying to get Kyrie moved after that championship, one of the slimiest, just snake-in-the-grass moves you'll ever see.
And then on the flip side of things, you got a guy like Michael Jordan, who, even when he wasn't winning with his guys, but especially when he was winning with his guys, he did the opposite. He said, you get rid of him, I'm going to retire. Fuck you guys, And don't get me wrong, Michael Jordan's a big old narcissist himself, but he's way more loyal. When it comes to like his teammates and his coaching staff and everything, way more loyal. Because he would threaten to retire if you got rid of guys like Scottie Pippen or his coach, etc. Yet LeBron is winning with Kyrie being his main guy, and he wants to just trash him, get rid of him, throw him in a dumpster. And now that Kyrie's more successful than he is, he misses him now. Like, real good guy there.
And of course, you guys know Kyrie in those finals hit the biggest shot in Cavs history.
Yep.
And quite possibly the biggest shot in a Game 7 all time. Now, fast forward to the 2017 season, that year's offseason, the Cavaliers, of course, lost in the finals 4-1 to the Golden State Warriors. Now, with the Cavs making their finals but still coming up short, you'd think they'd retool, build around Kyrie, Love, and LeBron, and go back at it for the 2018 season. Well, not exactly. As during the 2017 offseason, LeBron James, quote-unquote, le GM, tried to pull off a 3-team trade for Eric Bledsoe, a Clutch client, and Paul George, who's a member of the Indiana Pacers. Now, luckily for Kyrie, this trade fell through. The Suns didn't want to part with the top 5 pick, and the trade never came to fruition. But according to Paul George on his own podcast, leading up to that trade, PG had gone to LeBron's house, discussed the trade, and how they'd get it done.
Cleveland, bro. I thought I was going to go to
Wow.
Cleveland.
Wow.
Cleveland was like close to getting me with Bron there. It was close. It was close. Not a lot of people know that.
I didn't know that.
And so Dante was like our mediator, right? So he takes me to Bron's crib, chopping it up with Bron. Like, yo, how can we make this work?
Now, one
Unbelievable. I mean, it is believable because we know this guy's scum, but that's so sick. That's so sick. You think you've accomplished something together, you can trust each other, but he's just shopping around trying to get rid of you and replace you.
Once again, put yourself in Kyrie Irving's shoes. After the 2016 finals, LeBron James and the Cavaliers tried to trade you for Chris Paul, LeBron's buddy. After the 2017 finals, what'd they do? Try to trade for Paul George and Eric Bledsoe, a Clutch Sports client. So heading into the 2018 season, Kyrie Irving, he saw the writing on the wall. I mean, according to all the NBA insiders, LeBron going to Lakers, it was the biggest open secret in the entire league. And Kyrie having the foresight he did, he wasn't going to be stuck in Cleveland with a roster that was aging, old, and slow, and really past their prime.
Yeah, we just saw LeBron do that to Dwayne Wade and Bosh, you know? Just left him there to dry out of nowhere. Didn't tell anybody and just ditched him. Went back to Cleveland. Made a whole fiasco out of it. So, yeah. I never blamed Kyrie for this move. I never, ever, ever blamed Kyrie for this move. I thought he was really smart for doing it.
So what did he do? He checkmated LeBron James and Clutch Sports and demanded a trade himself.
Yep, left him there.
And if you guys recall, back in 2017, this trade to a lot of sports fans, it was shocking news and came out of nowhere. But again, ask yourselves, would Kyrie's trade come out of nowhere for simply no reason? Because looking at it objectively, just taking a step back, Cavaliers 2015 make the finals. 2016 win the championship. 17 again, make the finals, come up short. Why would Kyrie Irving out of nowhere demand a trade after 3 straight years of making the finals?
You know, before I forget, Kyrie recently said in an interview that someday it'll all be told what happened there. And I didn't know what he meant, but I'm starting to see what he meant. That he's just been biting his tongue as far as what really went down. But I think someday he's going to tell the story. Probably when he retires or LeBron retires. I think he's going to actually tell the story. And I can't wait for that day. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, like right in his perspective.
Well, put the pieces together. LeBron James Clutch Sports the Cavaliers numerous times, try to trade him during that run. And now looking at LeBron James with the Lakers, we've seen numerous times how he moves, how he operates, and how Clutch Sports is basically his hand over the entire NBA. And think about back in Cleveland, this dude was running the organization, running the team, and really calling all the shots. As the Cavs from day one were scared to death, LeBron James yet again was going to leave them. And like LeBron James does, sign short-term deals, no promises, no guarantees, and dangles that over your head for years at a time.
And he wonders why it's hard to build a team around him, because there's no commitment. So how the hell are you supposed to sign all these contracts and build a proper team when the leader himself is not committed to the process.
And that's why LeBron's comments now in 2024, they really do ring hollow about Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
As dude, you had this guy pre-age 30, as athletic peak, and really in his basketball prime. And still then, with Kyrie playing great, being fantastic, didn't commit to Cleveland or him for the foreseeable future.
Kyrie sees a situation here where LeBron is uncommitted past 2017. That he has and there's a team around him here in Cleveland that is built to play with LeBron.
Yep.
To play slower, to play in the half court. I think right now that if LeBron was committed going forward and he knew LeBron would be here, that this probably wouldn't be happening right now.
That's the actual real key right there, and I'm glad he said it, because the team was built for LeBron, not Kyrie. Just like in Miami, the team was built for LeBron to succeed, not Dwayne Wade. So Kyrie didn't want to get stuck with a team that makes no sense for him, because he's seen it happen. He's seen it happen already.
And looking back at LeBron's podcast comments, listen to them one more time.
I'm playing like so happy and so proud and to watch him and continue his growth or whatever the case may be. And at the same time, I'm so mad at the same time that I am not his running mate anymore. So I'm like, I just remember those times.
So, hearing that for the second time, what did you pick up on differently? LeBron James in this clip, not only praising Kyrie, but dissing Anthony Davis, his current teammate.
Yeah, that goes without saying. That was the first thing I thought of. Well, yeah, this is a good picture. No, AD was the first dude I thought of, because I'm like, oh, great. Yeah, now you just diss your current running mate. That's like telling your current girl, like, oh, man, I really miss my ex. I wish I was still with my ex because my ex is so successful, and I'm so pissed off that I'm not still with my ex. Yet the person you're currently dating hears every word you just said. He's doing it for a reason. If I were AD, I would just be like, give me a trade. Get me out of here. Fuck this. Fuck this guy. I'm done. That should have been my finals MVP anyways.
And the funny thing is, Anthony Davis, Clutch Sports colluded with the NBA to get him to Los Angeles. That's the irony in all this. LeBron James Clutch Sports, they make very calculated moves, 2-3 years at a time, with no guarantees, no promises, and really no loyalty. Even LeBron James in Miami, with Pat Riley, Spoelstra, his so-called friend Dwayne Wade,
so-called,
didn't tell them once that he was leaving.
Nope.
And Kyrie, unlike D. Wade, wasn't caught blindsided off guard LeBron James leaving Cleveland like he left the Heat. And if you think I'm making this all up, I'm revising history. Adrian Wojnarowski, the biggest NBA insider at the time in 2017, made it very, very clear. Kyrie demanding a trade wasn't a betrayal of LeBron James. And why it wasn't a betrayal is LeBron James, the Cavaliers, numerous times tried to trade Irving themselves.
Yeah, that's so sick. It's so sick. I'm sorry, I know I've said it already. It's just so sick to do that to a guy who just brought the first championship to Cleveland. Like, we're just going to get rid of him. It's sick. If he's an owner of a team, oh my God, it's going to be insane. And I'm pretty sure he is going to own a team eventually. And he's just not going to have any loyalty to anybody. He's going to be the most savage boss we've ever seen. One bad game, trading block.
Again, put yourself in Kyrie's shoes. You win a championship in 2016, hit the biggest shot of the 21st century, and all of a sudden your co-star wants you traded for a Clutch Sports teammate and Paul George.
Yeah.
How would that make you feel? And Woj, back in 2017, in his own article, made it very clear LeBron James going to LA before the season even started was almost a done deal and the biggest open secret in the league.
At that point, yeah, he asked, how would you feel? I feel like I'm being cheated on, and I found out, but, in this case, it would be a he. LeBron doesn't know that I know. What am I going to do? I'm going to end this shit before it goes any further. And that's what Kyrie did, and that's why I respect it. He was like, I'm not putting up with this crap. I didn't deserve this. I'm out of here. Go be in bed with your Chris Paul or Paul George. Have fun.
And according to Woj and his sources, LeBron James wouldn't resign with Cleveland even if they got Paul George to pair with him. Again, going to prove LeBron James going to Los Angeles was a done deal.
Wow. Yeah, if LeBron commits to some years going forward, then I might be willing to commit from Paul George. That's nice. Good for you, PG.
You had Paul George, Kyrie, Chris Paul, or even Eric Bledsoe. And ask yourself the question, why was Kyrie post-2018 painted as the villain and the problem in Cleveland? Well, it's because ESPN, Clutch Sports, the quote-unquote La Media,
Yep.
they have tons of influence and can push their narratives 24/7, 365. No single player superstar can overcome the entire media. And looking at the past 7 years of Kyrie's career, the media hating on this dude has been a constant theme every single season.
Another quick tidbit, Kyrie also said during, it was not a podcast, but a live stream on Twitch, that he really regrets now going to First Take because he didn't even get called by Stephen A. He called Stephen A. and said, I want to be on First Take to explain myself. And now, you know, he said in hindsight, he was like, he should have known the media was going to be against him, so he just walked into a trap. But he said he was a young kid, so he thought he was doing the right thing, but he learned a lot about the world at that point, like how the world works. And it's a lot more sinister than he thought it was back then. You know, it wasn't as easy as just coming clean and telling the truth and then, you know, everything is cool. No, they attacked him, and they continued to attack him for years after that. Hell, they still kind of are. You know, he's getting a tiny bit of praise right now, but if he fails, you know, if he makes one bad move, the media is going to crush him all over again. It's just the way it goes. It's sick.
Now, looking back at LeBron James, one more comment he had about Kyrie Irving was calling him a wild card and the ultimate teammate late in games.
To have a guy like Kyrie Irving as the ultimate wild card, that's like having it's like having a draw four in your hand every time someone deals you cards in Uno. Like every single time. Because he has the ability to, like you said, I saw him in game one.
Now, LeBron James, for once in his life, made a pretty coherent point. As calling Kyrie the ultimate draw four card, it's been true his entire career.
Yep.
And looking at the 2016 playoffs, not only the biggest shot in Cavaliers history, but in the entire postseason, the Cavaliers' best clutch time player. As looking at clutch time scoring, the final 5 minutes within 5 points, Kyrie in that run, 20 points, 61% shooting, 1 turnover, and a plus 20.
That 1 turnover is huge.
LeBron
That's
James,
awesome.
18 points, sub 40%,
Yikes.
4 turnovers, and a plus 18.
Yikes.
And looking at games 5 and 7 of that series, who in the fourth quarters took over and hit the big time shots late in Golden State? That, of course, was Kyrie Irving in both Game 5 and Game 7.
Yeah, in my opinion, controversial as it may be, I don't care. I watched it. Kyrie should have been MVP, Finals MVP. And then I watched the entire 2020 Finals. Anthony Davis should have been the Finals MVP there.
Which were close games in the fourth. Like we saw in 2016 with the Cavaliers, and of course now in Dallas. Kyrie Irving in the clutch is an absolute killer and a game changer. And still looking at that 2016 Cavaliers team, much like 2024 in Dallas, Kyrie in the second half is debatably the team's best scorer and just best player in general.
Second
As
half
back in
stats.
2016, 12.8 points, the leader of the team, on 47-44 and 86 split.
That free throw percentage, man. This is something that a lot of us have been talking about for many years. That's why he avoids going to the line, everybody, in the fourth quarter, because this is real. It's not quite as bad as Shaq, but it's pretty freaking bad. I'd rather have this guy at the line. That's more like Michael Jordan numbers, you know? And he's got the clutch gene. So, yeah, send that guy to the line. Keep the ball out of his hands.
Now, to LeBron's credit, he still averaged 12.4 points a game in the second half, but from 3 and the free throw line was pretty subpar. Which once again shows you guys Kyrie Irving, the more efficient player in the clutch, and just better player in the fourth quarters. So that right there is the end of the video. And once again, LeBron James revising history, changing the narrative in real time. As this dude back in 2016 and 2017 had a prime Kyrie Irving and tried to move him for Clutch Sports clients.
Yep.
So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. That was good stuff. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm glad I actually did watch this one. I mean, if anything, it just proves that nothing is ever enough for this guy, because you just win a championship, this guy outplays you, and he doesn't even take the credit. You get to keep the credit, yet this guy like freaking balled out for you, and then it's still not enough. You still think there's something better, so you're still trying to get rid of him for your new girlfriend. They're always thinking that your next girlfriend's gonna be better. Like, I don't agree with his mentality, and I don't think a guy like that will ever have peace. And I don't see peace when I see LeBron. I see like inner turmoil and a web of lies and all kinds of crap inside of him. Not a happy dude. Not the way I like to live my life at all. The older I get, especially, you know, because I'm about the age of LeBron. But the older I get, the more I'm just looking for a peaceful life, a chill life. You know, I'm not looking for any drama or complications. But yeah, LeBron is still like a teenage. He's acting like a teenager, like a high schooler still. But anyways, it looks like a lot of you in the comments knew about this. I was slow to this one. I didn't know. So thanks for giving me a heads up. And now that we all know, let me know what you guys think about this. What would you have done if you were Kyrie? Would you have dumped LeBron too? Because I sure as hell would have. And I'm glad he did it. But anyways, everybody, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all go and enjoy your mornings and enjoy your afternoon. I'll see you for the next one tonight. Leave the video a like if you enjoyed it. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want more. If you are, I'll see you tonight for the next video. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have a good day.